My bad for that. Y'all can hear me? Skeem, where you at, baby?
We back. You can hear me? We good?
There you go. There
We
we
good?
go.
We
There
good?
we
We
go.
back. That's that Teddy Riley babyface shit. Babyface tonight. Babyface tonight. He doing like an anniversary to Wait in the Excel. You know, we gonna post a story real quick so we can get the people back in. But Babyface is doing a anniversary thing for Wait in the Excel tonight at 8 o'clock. Y'all might want to watch that. But yeah,
All
this
right,
is
I'm gonna
that.
check it out. Yesterday's was dope. Yesterday's was
Oh,
dope.
Beanie
Benny
Man,
Beanie
Brownie
Man
Killer.
killed it.
Shout out to
Felt
Swiss
like
Beats.
1999 in the
Shout out to
basement
Timberland for putting
party.
that versus shit together. I love that they put that versus shit together. People celebrating each other's music, and
Hmm.
you know, it was cool to see them. You know, they going against each other, but look how much love it was. You know what I'm saying? That shit was dope on so many levels, and they both brought a lot to the
And but
game.
that's what we need. We need to
Yeah,
be able to keep that love, knowing that
yeah,
we in the same business,
and
but we
that's what
still
it should
keeping that
really be
love.
about. That's what it really should be about, and it shouldn't be like shit we're about to get into. That's what it shouldn't be about. Because I was
Hmm.
all for that type of shit, and it turned left. But we're gonna get into that. So we're gonna take him back to where we was. All right. So the last day of me being at Rough Riders, I was like, yo, I wasn't gonna be at Loud Records anymore because um my boss was leaving, and then I heard Rough Riders is gonna be at HMV. So when I got to HMV, the Rough Rider R's is everywhere. Posters, bandanas, dogs, motorcycles. I'm like, Rough Riders then took over the world, and I'm with this shit. And so the first group that I saw was the Locks, and first, as far as I knew, they was bad boys. So now they Rough Riders. I was confused, but this is my favorite group, so I ain't give a fuck what
Yeah,
they
that's
was.
what's hot.
They bad boys. They Rough Riders. They just lit. That was the Locks, and that was it. So I was like, okay, boom. Then I met Eve real quick, and shout out to the sis Eve. She's God bless her.
Rough
She's doing
Riders.
real great. Um,
She's dope, man.
definitely. So I happened to say to someone I rap, and little did I know before Down Bottom came out, do y'all niggas bust your guns head? Before that
Yeah,
came
we
out,
bust our guts.
yeah, before that came out, um, I was told to rap for Drag On, and I didn't know who Drag On was, so I was like, I'll rap. So he was like, let me hear something, cause he was in the truck and they was playing the Rough Rider shit, so they bumping to the Rough Rider shit. Drag turned it down to hear me rap. They was like, yo, fuck that nigga, yo, turn that shit back on. So he was like, yo, let me hear something. So he did his ear like this. So I was looking like I was telling him a secret, but I was rapping. So I'm rapping or whatever. After I finished rapping, he said, yo, come to 53rd between 8th and Ninth. So he told me where the Rough Riders office was. And that's how I built a relationship with them. So I built a relationship with a lot of people that was in the staff. Because once again, I'm still trying to learn the business. I'm rapping already, but I'm a kid thinking about business. So I'm like, I want
Hmm.
to know everything. I want to know the graphics. I want to know management. I want to know everything it takes for you to run a record label because I want one of my own. And that was the whole goal from the beginning.
Dope.
So yeah, so I was like I said, the graphic artist Sleep. He's doing my artwork now. Swiss Beats father, I like he's like damn near father to me. Like it's deeper than rap. So Swiss Beats father actually brings these guys out from Philly. This is after Volume One came out, and brings these group out from Philly called Larceny, and it consisted of Shiz, Lansky, Akbar, and Cassidy. And so he brought them out, and then when he brought them out, they were around my age, and they was battling too. So I would be running around battling with them. And I was from Harlem, they were from Philly, but they would come out here and they was battling, and it was just said on my homie Shiz, one of the original members of the group Larceny. He just said it. He was like, "Yo, when I was in Harlem, I came out there. I was out. The scheme was there. He just said it. I'm about to actually post that too. So I met Cass, and we was like I said battling. I knew him since before Hotel. I knew Cass since before Hotel dropped, and when he came out with Hotel, I was with him when he was promoting and going to different clubs. when even when he did the I'm a Hustler, it was the same thing. Then he got a little trouble after the I'm a Hustler thing, and then when he came out,
That was my shit.
I'm a Hustler. Yeah, that shit was fire. Yeah,
Yeah.
that was the street anthem. Like, you know what I mean? Everybody loved that.
Mhm.
Everybody that even even people that wasn't hustlers felt like I'm a hustler. Like
Yeah.
it just made you feel like you was, even if you wasn't. You know what I mean? Everybody loved that shit. So you know what I'm saying? So I was around there. Then he got a little trouble. He got a little trouble when he came back out. Swiss Father asked me to do something like he said to be. I want you to be to Cassidy what Swiss, what I want you to be to Cassidy what Spliff Star is to Busta Rhymes. And so I was like, well, shit, that's only the end. If that's the way I gotta slip it through the door, if I gotta do this hype man
Mhm.
shit a little something, fuck it. I'm gonna swallow my pride and do the hype man shit. I got bars too, and eventually they'll know it, and
Mhm.
I could just branch off and do what I need to do, really. But that was
Yep.
so I went. He said, "Get the albums. Go get the albums." I studied them. Um, so now we get to the point where I'm getting ready to actually meet up with him. Before the first, getting ready to meet up with him. I'm talking to my DJ. No, I was talking to Jin, the Chinese kid. Remember the Chinese kid that signed the Rough Riders?
Uh-huh.
Yeah. I'm telling Jin, I'm like, yo, Jin, I'm about to go on the road with Cassidy. He like, yo, I don't know if you heard, but he was in an accident. So I'm bugging. Then I'm talking to my DJ that did my first mixtape, Jay Ronan. Shout out Jay Ronan. I did he hit me. I'm telling him about the Cassidy shit. He was like, yo, you ain't hear that he was in a critical car accident? I'm like, what? I made a call immediately. It was like a Thursday early in the morning. Swiss Father, like, I'm like, yo, I just heard something. I don't know if it's true or not. Swiss Father was like, yeah, I'm in ICU right now. So that pretty much
Mhm.
shut the whole hype man situation down. You know what I'm saying? So shit was quiet for a minute. I was like, damn, I gotta replan what I'm going to do. It was so serious that
Everything happens for a reason.
I even gave D'Agostino's. I was working at D'Agostino's at the time. I gave them a 2 weeks notice because this shit was really about to happen. Like, I had to give them the notice that I was leaving, going on the road, like type shit. So I did that, and then the car accident. So shit was quiet for a minute. Or maybe like 8 months later, or something like that, or 8, 9 months later, I'm with my homie True Mac, another fellow rapper that's been on MTV,
Yeah,
battling.
true. That's my
You know what I'm saying?
dude. That's my
Like I
dude.
was on 106 in Park, yeah, Harlem, Cali, shout out to Cali in Chicago right now. Shout out to Little True, you know what I'm saying? So I was with him and we were writing to some beats that was on the radio. We writing the beats that's on the radio. Next thing I know, I had, hey, I got my drink and my two-step, my drink and my two-step. This that new Cassidy, y'all. I'm like, wait. Last I heard, he was brain dead in a wheelchair. But now he's standing in the booth and the skills is still hit. Like, I'm like, oh shit, he got his drink and his two-step. This shit is crazy. Like, my nigga's alive. I was happy as shit. So it just so happened that I made some connections, made some calls. I found myself in the studio and didn't know Cassidy was there. So I found myself in the studio with Shiz and Akbar because I thought at the time they had some situation, they wasn't even working or whatever. So now I'm thinking I'm going to see them. But when I get there, they like, yo, Shiz like, yo, Cassidy hit. So I'm bugging like, now this is the first time me seeing him since the car accident. So I'm like, wow, like, he like, yo, Skeem, you still at it? I'm like, yeah, I'm still rapping. He like, yo, come through to the studio every time when we rocking out, just come chill with us. So it started off. Now it start with me working with him again. Now I'm just in the studio, just pretty much watching him record the Bars album, the album with Drinking My Two Step on it, and then he was working. He reunited the group Larceny and made it Larceny Family. So that's where the dude AR Ab came into play. AR Ab, shout out to free AR Ab. At this point, AR Ab is in a situation now, and Larceny Family expanded, and I'm just excited to even at this point, and it was just exciting for me. My homie just survived a car. He got
Mhm.
a hit song on the radio, and he's back. at this point, I'm just wholeheartedly happy. And my mom was praying for this dude while he was in that car accident. Like people,
Love, like, yeah.
yeah, it was deep like that. Um, so it started off me just watching him record and shit, and then I got tired of watching him record and me not record, so I would go have my sessions in the daytime with my homie at the time. He called himself E. Dot. He's at F. James now. I would go to his studio and I would record my own shit. I would leave them sessions, go to sleep, wake back up, go to Cassidy sessions, watch him record, go to sleep, wake back up, go to my studio, and I was doing that until I did a whole until I did a whole mixtape. So this by this time this is my second mixtape now because I already had dropped one after the 106 and Park thing. It was all the Skeem was my first mixtape. Then Harlem's Best Kept Secret was my second, and it was actually hosted by Cassidy because after keep telling him or playing music for him after his sessions, he would be like, "Yo, that shit hot, that shit hot, that shit hot, that shit hot." After every song, that shit hot, that shit hot. So I was like, "Well, shit, that shit hot. Nigga, won't you host my mixtape?"
No, for real.
And unbelievably, went in the booth and he did it. My second mixtape ever was hosted by Cassidy, and not too many people even know it because right after that we had a certain situation that we're gonna get to further down the line of this story. So it was a reason why I didn't even really put it out all the way, but we're gonna get to that. Cool now. We was in a studio called Grindhouse. At Grindhouse, I'm in a video for a song he did, Your Dreams with Frank Montana. That's out. I was on Cocaine City DVD for that song. My face is in that video. You know, that was their song. That was Cassidy, A.R. Ab, and French Montana on that song. I'm in the video for that. So we wound up stopped going to that studio for whatever reason. We started going to the studio in Jersey. And when we went to the studio in Jersey, that's when he left Swiss Beats and partnered up with Carmelo Anthony. And I ain't understand that shit because how do you leave a multi-millionaire producer to partner up with a basketball player that really wasn't
Just
all that
starting up and don't know the business.
interested in your career, not really just starting out, know just a little of the business. So I just didn't understand that. But I guess maybe after that, you know, when he got whatever he got for Melo, like the vibes changed. I was sense like more like him trying to humiliate me in front of other artists and producers, and that's when it was like it was almost like I'm Cassidy, you Skeem, so I'm gonna talk down to you, but I'm gonna tell everybody you the Harlem nigga on the team. So he made shit confusing. You're telling everybody I'm on your team, but then you're trying to clown me in front of everybody.
And belittle you
know
and
what I'm
stuff.
saying? So I'm starting to feel some type of way. And then people in our circle were starting to feel some type of way. So little did he know, they're starting to pull me to the side. Yo, Skeem, you humble, you loyal, you're actually talented. Because if not, you wouldn't even be in this situation. So I don't understand why he's doing that to you. And I didn't understand it neither. But the tension had got thick. And still in all, I was so hungry. I was like, let's start like letting everything
let it go, yeah.
Until it was a few things that where the situation just went all the way left. All right, so I'm gonna name a few of them. One be it. Drake comes out with Best I Ever Had. Baby, you my everything. You all I ever wanted. About to do it real big. I asked Cash, I'm like, yo, you ever heard of Drake? He go, nah, Skeem, I never heard of Drake. A few days later, I hear him singing a song. So he's singing it. So now, we at his crib. We go outside to the truck to smoke the right. He like, yo, Skeem, what beat we should write to? I'm like, yo, let's write to the Best I Ever Had. He writes a verse. I write my own verse. I write a hook. He like, yo, shout out to my cousin Herbert Walker in the live.
Welcome.
He writes a verse, I write a verse. So then I write a hook to it. And then he says, yo, we gonna go to Atlanta. He was like, we're gonna go to Atlanta, we're going to the studio. They wound up leaving me. I had my bags packed ready. They wound up leaving me. Next day he called me, he tell me in Atlanta already. He comes back from Atlanta and he comes back from Atlanta, he picks me up. He like, yo, check this out. He plays it, and then I'm hearing his verse. No, I'm hearing the hook, and things he's saying in the hook is shit that I thought of myself. And so I'm like, whoa, like, I thought of that. He's just going to do it by. So I'm like, yo, you left the spot for me blank so I could do my verse? He like, it's done. I'm like, it's done? Wow. That was one thing. Two, after AI got tired of his bullshit and did his own thing, OBH, shout out to OBH, shout out to Philly. He was pretty much, he met this rapper named Jag from Cali. He met him through some dude named Bam or whatever. I was there when Bam played Jag before Jag came from Cali. I was in the car when he played him. So the dude, Jag from Cali, liked this shit and flew Jag to, Cash flew him out to meet him. So they met and they started doing records together. Cassidy Jag. So I'm like, damn, I thought I was next up. But all right, cool. Larceny Family, Jag. All right, so I'm with the shit. In one of their sessions, Cassidy goes, and I never said this. Yo, Skeem, tell them how you said you mad because I signed Jag and not you. And I never said that in front of everybody. So I'm like, yo, that's whack. Like, I ain't never say that shit.
Yeah, that is whack though.
Facts. So I'm like, yo, damn, my nigga, like, that's crazy. But all right, yo, all right. So now,
Yeah, that shit was damn whack.
Yeah, I'm still going, I'm still trying to fuck with them. So all right, so a dude named Cook used to hold Jag down. Cook was from Brooklyn, Jag was from Cali. Cook comes to me, yo, Skeem. He just signed my dude Jag, but I don't like the way he's treating you. And if I gotta pay for your studio session to hear your shit bump out my whip, I'm gonna pay for the session. I got producers. We're gonna find the beat. We agree on the beat, and I'm gonna put you in that same studio, Cass, working in that. So he did all that. He kept his Cook. Shout out to Cook. I don't know where you at in this world, but shout out to you, bro. He paid for the session.
That's what's up.
He paid for the session. He got the producer to give me a beat. We agreed on it. I did a whole freestyle, 100 bars, bigging the team up. The tension was still thick, but I'm still bigging the team up, still bigging Cass up, right? So at the end of me recording this,
that's real shit.
Cook couldn't make the session or whatever. I still go and record the shit, and so it's me, the engineer, Bishop, who's his engineer right now as we speak, Bishop, and a dude named Water that owned the studio that raps his too, that knew Cassidy's then manager, which was Swiss Beats' father. Water was, so that's how the whole connection or whatever. So I'm in the studio. I did the joint, bigging them up, and after I finished, and I don't know if you know about it when you're recording, you gotta bounce it after you record. You gotta bounce it.
Yeah,
so it's bouncing.
there's a lot
as it's bouncing, as this shit bouncing, it's playing, right? So, before we even bounced it, let me rewind.
What's up, Cooley?
Let me rewind a little bit. Before we bounced it, one of them convinced me to say something, and I was unsure of saying it because I was like, it sounds like I'm unsure. I didn't like how it sounded, but they convinced me that it sounded hot. After that, I spit the 100 bars, either Floss or Water. They said, you should say, that's 100 bars. I'm going to give you one more. If Cass really my boy, he going to open the door. So I was like, y'all think I should really say that? I was like, all right, if y'all think it's hot, all right, I'm going to say it. I said it, boom. So now as it's bouncing, it gets right to that part. That's 100 bars. I'm going to give you one more. If Cass really my boy, he going to open the door. The door opens, Cassidy walks in. He walks in with DJ Thorough from This Is 50. Vinyls that produce no guidance. Vinyls that produce no guidance. was there when this shit happened. Floss, a mutual friend, Water, another mutual friend that owned the studio, and a Bishop, the engineer, another mutual friend that I met not through him. I met before I even got back with Cass. I met Bishop, his engineer, through somebody else. So they was all. So now they all in the studio, and he brought some girl named Nalia, the boss from London. So he walks in, and so he heard that. He like, yo, that shit is fire. All right, so cool. So now we smoking, we vibing. He's playing he started playing his shit. He started playing his shit, and he started playing the girl from London. He started playing her shit and shit. So we vibing out, we smoking. I'm smoking with Cass. Next thing I know, he looks at me, yo, Skeem, let me hear something. I want to battle you. I pinched myself to see if this shit was real. This shit hurt. I spit 100 bars in him. Now I'm respecting a reaction, or I'm respecting him to spit back.
Mm-hmm.
So as I'm rapping, he's taking off his chain as if he would when he would go in the booth. Now, when we was on good terms and shit, sometimes he would take the chain off, put it on me, put the jury on me while he went on the booth, or he put it down. So I seen when he was putting his chains and shit down. So after I finished spitting this 100 bars at him, because what the fuck else do I got to lose at this point? You know, I already tried to pull him to the side. I missed out that part. I already tried to pull him to the side and said, yo, as much as I want to be involved in the situation, you keep acting stupid, I'm out. I don't got to deal with it. He said, nah, I ain't going to, that shit is out the window. You going to be writing for the girl on Larceny Family, the whole nigga on Larceny. So, like, cool, if that's what it is, it is. Boom. After that, he kept it going. Then he calls me out. To the part where he calls me out, I spit 100 bars. He gives me a pound, waits 40 seconds later, and swings power punch, try to power punch, take me out. And so he missed. The second swing, he pushed me. I tripped over a chair. I fell back. When I fell back, he tried to kick me. I rolled over. When I rolled over, I'm getting ready to crack him in his jaw. DJ Thorough pushes him on some Superman shit. No! And then he stumbles over. He sits down. Yo, leave the fucking studio. I'm like, you mad? Gave a few niggas pounds and walked out. It was like, you mad? Now that happened in 2009.
Oh wow.
That's why we
That's some
stopped.
crazy shit. That's some crazy shit though, off guard and all that, just cause he's mad. Like that's some crazy shit.
So that's why we stopped speaking. So remember you asked me, remember asking me now, because we spoke about this a little bit earlier. This is what even started this whole interview. You said, I remember asking you and you ain't say nothing. I was so pissed about
You used to always be like, you say you did music with Cass, but you never said like what happened, what was going on. You were just like, oh, we just don't fuck with each other right now. Like that was it. You never gave no negative, no, throw nothing at him or none of that shit. So
I still really wanted this shit to be out. I mean, even after all that, but hey, so it went from, we spoke to each other. We spoke to each other right after this. We was on the phone with each other after this. And I said, yo, he was like, yo, what, you rap at me? Like, what did you expect me to do? I was like, rap, and then it was just crickets. I was like, I expected him to rap. It would have been fun for me. And it should have been damn near kind of.
That's a battle rap.
It would have been better. It would have been, it's battle rap, and this I would have had fun, and it would have sort of kind of been therapeutic, because I just mentioned the fact that he was trying to humiliate me for a period of time in front of Maya, the singer, Graf, the rapper that was on Love and Hip Hop. Like, people seen this, and so after that, we started going back and forth on. I think I did the first one I did. I jumped on the Drake and Timberland. Say something, baby. You already know I'm about to say something crazy. You already know. So I started talking a little about it and say something crazy, and he came back out with Beamer, Benz, and Bentley. He jumped on Beamer, Benz, and Bentley, and he named it Gucci, Louis, Fendi. Gucci, Louis, Fendi. Stupid niggas always envy. So I'm like, shout out to Friday the 13th. So I'm like, and then in the Gucci, Louis, Fendi freestyle, it's like, who the heck is you? I lost all respect for you. I don't want to connect with you. So it's like, I feel like, yo, that nigga talking about me. Like, who did he? All right, he squashed beef with Murder Mook. He squashed beef with Billy the Kid. He squashed just beef with 50 Cent. You don't have beef with nobody. You squashed beef with T.I. because when you thought he was copping you when he was doing the T.I. versus Tip. You know what I'm saying?
That's right.
So,
Yeah, subs, just subs.
yeah.
That's
So
all. That's all it
he
is all day
he
long. It's just a whole
he
bunch of
he
subs.
been throwing subs. So if he want to say, "Oh, now I'm throwing subs," I don't give a fuck. But we gonna get to that. So we
You
going.
ain't throwing stuff right now. You telling facts.
Yeah,
Like you telling
I'm
facts.
yeah,
It's always two sides to the story, and you telling your facts. So
facts. So these are facts, and everybody know what the fuck I'm saying is true. All right, so he did the Gucci, Louis, Fendi. Um, After a while, really, that shit started getting boring to me. It was like, all right, we're gonna go back and forth. I'm gonna say his name. He's not gonna say my name because, of course, now at this point, he doesn't want me to get recognition now. So he's not gonna say my name, but he's gonna throw the
Yep.
subliminals. He's gonna throw the subliminals, and then it even got to a point where he does the apply. I was around for Apply Pressure 1 mixtape when he came out with Apply Pressure 2. Shout out to Burrow Dollars Beats. What's good, bro? Yeah. So when he came out with shout out to Ishonda Marie. When he came out
Hey, Shonda.
with Apply Pressure 2, the cover had when I first started coming to the studio, when he dropped drinking my two step, I was wearing a black peacoat. Damn, this shit freezing again. The hate is real. The hate is real. We gotta we gotta finish this.
Nah, we gonna finish this. We gonna finish this because we gonna get to the real nitty gritty. There we go. No, I can't hear you. I can't hear you.